Well, my name is Thor Fridriksson, coming from Iceland. I'm a film director, producer, and I'm here because I came from the same background as these people. I started a film society like 72 or 3, so I have a long history of distributing films, and from distribution I became a filmmaker, and I made few of my films like Children of Nature and Cold Fever and Mother Courage. It's a documentary I did with Kate Winslet recently. And Mama Gogo is my last feature film. And my concept this morning was that Iceland got Marshall aid, and inside that aid was that every major studio in America had their own cinema in Iceland. So that meant that there were only American films on the menu, and it's still like that. We signed Marshall 52, and so I wanted to create something different. I can compare it to fast food, because if I say American films are just like fast food, killing hunger as soon as possible, and then the American film is just like a entertainment to kill time, and if you eat a lot of fast food you die, and if you only are killing time, you should just be dead. And but people who are distributing quality films, they are like running a restaurant, because they want quality food on the table, and that's why I go to see a film from all over the world, because then you are closer to the culture, and that interests you. Well, I think everyone who is running a cinema is happy with bad weather, so most of the time it's rather nasty weather in Iceland, so people are flocking to the cinemas, and I think that's the reason that we are so high on the scale of cinema goers in the world. But it also has to do with that the cinema was a meeting point through the centuries, through the last century, because for example there were no bars in Iceland because beer was forbidden, and so it was the only meeting point. So in the dark winter it was the only thing to do, really, to go to cinema. Iceland is just like any other country in the world when it comes to piracy, and so there's a lot of piracy going on. All the young people are so used now to download and stream films that they think it's very normal to steal a picture from a filmmaker, because they are brought up like that. So that's very dangerous for the filmmaking, not only in Iceland but all over the world, and it's really sad. I think people who are here trying to run a restaurant I think we all face the same problem, because the technique is so different. For example, when I had the film society running, and then people were so hungry to see something different, but nowadays the clever youngsters, they have already downloaded the most sought after films. So, and we all face this problem. Doesn't matter if you are in Italy or in Iceland, it's always the same problem. But for a quality film, people really have seen it maybe on computers, but they wanted to see it on the big screen. That's why we don't see any lack of audience really in Iceland yet. So maybe in the future, when everybody has a big screen in their home, that will change. But something about gathering together to watch a film, that is still the main point.